To the startups who are shaping our tomorrow, I have one question and one question only for you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you carrying today? Are you in beast mode today? Or are you sidelined, sitting on IR? The question has been raised, and only you can answer it. Whether you are going to allow the dream that has been imprinted upon your heart to be manifested, or if it will wither and fade because of your inaction. This is where we gather together to find a little motivation, to talk about 7 companies who are carrying today. They are putting in the work. They are builders. You too can join that list, but you got to put in the work. You have to endeavor with diligence. Let's take a look at the equity markets to set the stage. The Dow is up 94 points, sitting at 30,248. The S&P 500 up 13 points, sitting at 3,714. NASDAQ up 66 points, currently at 12,724. And the Russell is up 11 points, currently 1,964. The markets look pretty green. PayPal Holdings up $6. Visa up $3. Tencent up 97 cents. Twitter up 53 cents. Couple of stocks. Checking in on the crypto markets. Crypto current total market cap $668,753,155,318. BTC dominance 64.3. ETH dominance 11.3. ETH gas, it's down a little bit today, 95 GUI, and 24-hour volume for the entire crypto market, $129 million. BTC crossed the $23,000 mark, up 12% in the last 24 hours. ETH up 7%, sitting at $663, and XRP up 19% at 60 cents. All right, moving forward. Let's look at the carried heavy 7. So the carried heavy 7 are 7 startups who are selected because they are putting in the work, they receive the funding, and they're moving towards and building their dream, right? They are the builders. They are executing the mission. They are implementing the strategy, and their work needs to be noted. So let's get into it. Coming in on the map first, NYC is on the map. You know NYC always delivers with H1, the company H1, flexing on venture markets. A $58 million bag secured. The health data and analytics platform with boss Ariel Katz has carried heavy today. Coin provided by Menlo Ventures and IVP as co-leads. Y Incubator, Lux Capital, DRX Capital are some of the other investors in this $58 million funding round, a total flex. They are eating today. If we take a look at some of the other aspects of the company, H1, they are really moving in a space that we're seeing a lot of growth in, and that is health tech. The health tech sector is going to be booming. And here's what H1 says about themselves. It says, creating a healthy future, a healthier future. At H1, we're creating a healthier future by delivering a platform that connects stakeholders across the healthcare ecosystem for greater collaboration and discovery. I can tell you this, my doctor now has all the records online. I can check labs. I can check everything online. It's not like in the past, right, where everything was on paper, where you had no idea what the results were, where you had no idea what was on your charts. Now it's at the tip of your finger, right? A click away. You can have access to all of your health data. And then the analytics behind it. What does that mean, right? Processing all of that. Health tech is a priority issue. And so shout out to all the builders in the health tech sector. Let's take a deep breath in, inhale, and release. Every once in a while, you got to do a self-care check. Make sure you're all there. Make sure your head is all clear so that you can navigate and make skillful and wise choices. All right, moving on to the next on our list for the carried heavy 7. Ramp, ramp, ramp. With New York City on the map again, right? New York City just coming in, delivering. They are pushing weight in New York. As always, New York is a city of builders. So it says Ramp is flexing on the venture markets with a Series A funding round where they raised $30 million. So $30 million. Ramp is a technology company that developed corporate cards designed to save businesses money. Now, if this streamlines the process of your accounts, like those accounts payables, all those corporate accounts that people have, where you got to go through an endless number of steps and all these justifications and all these receipts. If they can find a way to streamline that and save lots of time and lots of headache and lots of aggravation of having to like assemble this mountain load of paperwork and justifications for bills, that can be streamlined, that seems like that will be clutch too. So the current team, co-founder Eric Glyman, CEO, he is carrying heavy today, along with other team members, Kareem Ataya, coming in at CTO, Charlie Ma, head of growth, Gene Lee, chief product officer, and Diego Zacks, creative director. All right, Ramp. Let's see who is providing the coin. The coin provided by Ramp. So investors, funders fund, D1 Capital Partners, and Coat. They are providing funding for Ramp and their Series A. Checking in on their website. It says, time is money, save both. The only corporate card and spend management platform that automates your accounting and lowers your bills. Solid, right? Solid. Businesses need this. It can be so complex. It seems like some of these business systems for paying out, they are antiquated and they are not filled with ease of use. And so this is a solid move right here. Ramp. Coming in clutch. Taking a deep breath in, inhale. Release. Now, when you hear these stories, you shouldn't be getting jealous. You shouldn't be getting envious. You shouldn't be feeling some type of way. You don't need to be caught up in your feelings. No, this is inspiration. If they can do it, you can do it. If they can build, you can build. If they can carry, you can carry. If you put in the work. Moving on. Lima is on the map. Lima, Peru, on the map, is carrying heavy today. Come through Lima. And so the company Crehana secured a $17.5 million Series B funding bag. Solid. Nicely done, Crehana. The on-demand learning platform for creative and digital professionals, is being led by co-founder and CEO Diego Diaz. Along with Ayuk Van Dokkum, head of growth, COO Rodolfo Ruiz, and financial manager. The finance manager is Alfredo Ruiz. All right, so that's Crehana. And checking in on their website, it says, transform your professional future today. Online courses and specializations. Become the professional that today's world is looking for. And so you think about skills, right? You think about these soft skills that people are going to coach us for. It's invariable that that process will be automated, right? That there will be skills-based courses specifically focused on careers and platforms for maximizing your performance, right? Performance maximization for your jobs, right? I could imagine a world where some analytics algorithm is able to analyze your resume. You're able to speak to them if they ask a series of questions, create some sort of profile to see what kind of soft skill you could use to improve, right? Whether it's your communication, whether it's your tone, whether it's your, all sorts of these soft skills. Like if they gave you a difficult situation, how would you manage it? I could imagine an AI environment that trains in that sort of way. And so that will help people enhance their careers. Now, Crehana is providing skills training, but a next iteration could add an AI component, or someone else like you can be builder and create an AI component to that as well. All right, Crehana, carrying heavy today. Nicely done. Taking a deep breath in, inhale, and release. Get off the sidelines. Get mindful. Check in, and then get into action. You take your seat, you reflect, you get back up. Moving on. Hawthorne, California, on the board. Come through, Hawthorne. Epirus has raised $70 million in a Series B funding round. Bag secured for Epirus. Nicely done. So, checking in on Epirus, it says, Epirus designs and builds high-powered microwave products for defense and commercial sectors. So it's that security play, right? That security play. Nicely done. Tech right there. Tech definitely needed. Okay. Let's check in on who the leads are. So the boss over there at Epirus is Lee Madden CEO, Kenneth Bedingfield, Chief Operating Officer, and Bo Marr. Now that's a solid name right there. Bo Marr, CTO. Solid. And who is leading the funding? Well, here we go. Lead investors, Bedrock Capital. Bedrock Capital coming in clutch with the coin for this Series B funding round. Piedmont Capital, we know that name. L3 Harris Technology, Green Spring Associates, Fathom Capital, Bedrock Capital, and 8VC. 8VC, solid names. Coming in clutch, checking in on their website. Epirus Systems. Let's see, powering what's possible, revolutionizing directed energy. Right, so they got on their website, they have all the tech, like they have wind farms, they have kind of what are those, drones, they have airplanes, they have helicopters. So they're doing all the tech that helps power that, all those systems that need that sort of tech, right? So solid, nicely done, Epirus. All right, taking a deep breath in, inhale. Are you noticing a theme of who's carrying? Are you noticing it's people who have a vision, who have an idea, right? Nobody else. Who else is thinking about microwave technology, right? Were you thinking about microwave technology? Right? Probably not. But somebody was. Were you thinking about online professional courses? Well, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. Right? Were you thinking about automating spend management platforms on corporate? Right? Were you thinking about healthcare diagnostics? No, those weren't your ideas, right? But you are sitting on an idea today that you can take action on, right? That you can create a business plan on, that you can build a pitch deck on, that you can begin iterating towards, that you can begin starting up towards. This is not for people to be on the sideline. Life is meant to be lived. So, who's next on our carried heavy 7? Aceable. Aceable coming in with ATX on the board. Come through strong, Austin. You guys know that Austin is like the new tech darling, hub city. I mean, people are just going gaga over Austin. And if Austin just like has a string of hits, it'll be solid, right? It will be a deserved reputation. But you know how it goes. It starts with a little bit and then it becomes a flood, right? It starts with a trickle and then it becomes a flood, right? And then it becomes a wave and then it becomes an ocean, right? It starts small, but it builds. So Aceable is flexing on venture markets with a $50 million Series C funding round. The tech provided by Aceable it's an education startup that revolutionizes those mind-boringly online courses. So it's an online course tech play. Let's check in on this. The people involved with it. CEO Blake Garrett, Chief Product Officer Aaron DeVos, PMO Karen Burrell, Benjamin Carolyn, VP of Strategic Development. Those are some of the key players who are carrying heavy for Aceable over there in Austin, who is leading funding, providing the coins for this $50 million funding round. Let's check in. Okay, let's see. So HGGC is providing coins. HGGC is an equity investment firm focusing on leveraged buyout transactions and growth capital investments in middle market companies, right? Middle market. So Series C, middle market, sounds about right. Sounds about right. All right. So Aceable, delivering. Nicely done, Aceable. Taking a deep breath in, inhale. And release. Start building. Shifting gears towards Grin on the board. Sacramento. Come on through, Sacramento. We don't see Sacramento on the list a lot, but I'm glad to see Sacramento there. All right. So what is Grin? How much did they get? What's going on? So Grin secured a $10 million Series A bag, and Grin is a marketing software that enables direct-to-consumer brands to collaborate and manage their relationships with influencers. All right. So here's the thing about this. People trust their influencers, right? We're starting to see this, that there is a level of trust that people have with their influencers. Now, and I'm not talking about all the influencers who go buy their audience, right? They buy all these accounts and nobody really has any relationship with them, right? They're bots, basically, bots. But for influencers who have a genuine connection with their audience, it is like a bond, right? They are like a friend in someone's head, and they hold a lot of weight, right? Their suggestions, what the products they use, the services they use, this is becoming a vertical to really push weight in certain product categories. And for a company to come along to create software that lets consumer brands, right, connect with the right mouthpieces, the right influencers to push their product, that can be a game changer, right? That can be, because right now it's just kind of like ad hoc how companies kind of reach out to certain people here or there and just try to push the product. This changes the game where it's all automated, right? Where you know exactly who the right influencer is to push the product, right? You know how they correspond, what their demographics is like, what their audience is like. You know, it has a profile that really is going to be beneficial. So checking in on their who is leading the charge? Brandon Brown, CEO, Ryan Brown, co-founder, Chief Technology Officer, and Brian Meekum, Chief Operating Officer. All right, they are carrying heavy for Grin. Looking at their website, grin.co, influencer marketing for e-commerce, grow an authentic DTC brand with the #1 influencer marketing software platform by creating genuine direct relationships with influencers. All right, come through Grin, come through Sacramento. Nicely done. Taking a deep breath in, inhale. And release. I know you have a dream for your life. It's time to execute on it. Who's next? Who's next on the list? Hooked. Hooked Foods. Now that's a solid name. Doesn't have a location listed by it. It's in the early. Oh, okay, yeah, it makes sense. They're in the pre-seed phase. Okay, so here we go. Hooked Foods just raised $600,000 in pre-seed from Cap plus Cap and 5 other investors. We'll get into that a little bit later. It says Hooked Food, leading the transition to harmless seafood ecosystem by serving healthy vegan seafood for every day and truly to enjoy. All right, so it's like Impossible Burger, right? We've seen beef, plant-based beef, and we've seen plant-based chicken, and now it's plant-based seafood. There are a number of people out there who are recognizing the need to shift their dietary habits, right? And what we have to do, what companies have to do, is provide people with options if they want that trend to continue, right? People recognize that there's a need for it, but they want to have tasty options. They want to have convenient options. They want to have options that they trust. And so there's going to be a lot of experimentation. People have to try multiple ones to see what they like and what they don't like. And so if companies are creating, vegan seafood plates, I can sort of, I want to try some vegan mahi-mahi, right? I'll try some vegan salmon. I love salmon. I'm eating cod and salmon and mahi-mahi all the time. And if Hooked Foods, which I really like that name, it's very clever, can deliver on that, that's solid. right? So let's see. So who was providing the coins for Hooked? Okay, so Wave Ventures, Veg Capital, Pro Veg International, Catapult Ocean, Kale Invest, and Plus Cap. So it seems like it's a lot of vegan-based capital, right? It's like there's a whole ecosystem of companies that are, or venture capital firms that are focused on building plant-based dietary ecosystem. I had no idea that these exist. Look at this. Wave Ventures. Wave Ventures. So Wave Ventures, one of the funders, is from Finland, right? So Finland has a student-run VC. Oh, so this is a student-run VC that is providing funding on this from Finland. All right, that's cool. Veg Capital is an early-stage capital to companies striving to replace the use of animals in the food ecosystem, and they're coming out of the UK. Okay. Veg Capital. I had no idea. Listen, if you were thinking of starting a company that is replacing the use of meat in a diet in our food ecosystem, or creating an alternative with, alternative plant-based foods, these are some of the companies that you need to be looking at, right? They need to be on your radar. ProVeg International is an international non-governmental organization that works in the field of food ecosystem change. Okay, so those are some of the language sets that you need to use. Food ecosystem change, non-harm food, like all those kind of words are some of the things you need to consider. They're out of Germany, and Catapult Ocean out of Norway. Solid Kale Invest is out of Sweden. So, many of the firms from Europe. Okay, is the company, and it doesn't have an address on where it is. Okay, so their website says like seafood but harmless. Seafood is our healthiest source of protein. Or is it really? Oh, okay, they did an expose. World's first shredded plant-based salmon. All right. Cool. So taking a deep breath in, inhale. And release. So you heard the companies. You heard the visions. You heard the missions. You saw the work. You saw what they are building. And the question becomes, what about you? It's time to get off the sidelines. It's time to step onto the field. This is your moment. Your destiny awaits you. If you will get out of your way and not allow doubt to stop you, and not allow insecurities to guide you, and not wait on someone else to approve you, then you too can manifest what has been placed upon your heart. Don't allow this day to pass without taking one step towards your dream, one step towards your goal, one step closer towards the vision. It's time to build. It's time to grow. It's time for your fields to be planted, because it will be time to harvest soon. And so wherever you are in the world today, and whatever you're dealing with, take a moment to find a reservoir of strength within yourself, so that you can propel yourself into action. Just as these companies did. Just as Hooked and Grin and Epirus and Crehana and Ramp and H1 and Aceable all did, you too. You too can build. You too can grow. You too can thrive. Thanks for joining me for our Carried Heavy 7 today. Omri, Los Angeles, try flourishing. I'll see you next time.